Hey guys, I know, we're late. It's David's fault. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus, babe. It's probably my fault because I drug him all over the two counties yesterday, and then we some more today.
I was asleep.
You were asleep. So if you guys would do me a huge favor, if you guys are here, if you'll just like say hey, and just let us know where you're watching from, that will be awesome. Hey Mary. Ooh, and then y'all can let me know if I'm in the right place. We should be on Facebook and YouTube. I'm like super excited about being able to stream to YouTube too. Not super excited about y'all being able to see my skin in high def, but it is what it is, y'all. By the time I'm this age, I think I've just gotten to the point where I'm okay with me, because everywhere I go, there I am. So I might as well be okay with me, right? I stole that from Joyce Myers and I loved it, so I keep it. Can you see me yet, baby?
I can see you. I just want to make sure that I can be heard. Ooh, YouTube and Facebook are almost
the same.
Almost the same.
Ooh.
So, I'm just waiting for me.
You're just waiting for you. Oh, you haven't heard you yet?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, they're close together, but they're not anywhere near real time.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So.
Oh, I'm having my hot tea tonight.
Okay, I'm good.
Y'all would tell me if I had lipstick on my teeth, right? Y'all would not believe how many YouTube videos I have with lipstick on my teeth, because my assistant doesn't say anything.
Okay. Now I get to take my headphones off. Yay! There we go. See, you're doing
I'm like all like shiny. The young girls, what do they call it? They call it there's a word that they use for it now. The young girls want to have like shiny makeup. They do. There's a word that they use for it.
Sure. Okay.
But they have like really pretty skin, so they don't have a whole bunch of light bouncing all over the place. So they can have that. I prefer to have matte.
All right.
Flat paint hides a multitude of sins, baby. Thank you, Sylvia. Want to say hi to everybody so we can... I'm excited for tonight.
So for some reason, when I took my when I took my headphones out, it froze both of them.
Oh.
And then it wanted to read. My tablet and my phone wanted to read each other.
Oh.
So they both popped to YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. So
Dorothy's watching from YouTube tonight.
Yeah. So on YouTube we have Cheryl Atkinson says hello from Jacksonville, Florida. Diane Mitchell, Sarah JD, Dorothy Lage says I'm going to try and watch you on YouTube.
Okay.
And Cheryl Atkinson says she can hear us. Ginger McCurley just got my text message to tune in.
I know, girl.
And,
I'm late.
And Ginger says glowing.
Yes, they say that they're glowing. They like actually put stuff under their makeup so that they look glowy.
So I know there are folks who may have commented before I got back onto Facebook. So
yeah.
I apologize if you don't hear me call you out. Just type in again.
You can say hi again, and then he'll see you.
Yeah. Doris Rushing, Carmen Daumer. Is Carmen?
Yeah, Carmen's coming. Carmen's coming from Colorado. She's riding up with Deborah Butcher. I don't ever know if I'm saying Deborah's name right. I'm gonna just say Deborah and Melissa. We'll just do that.
Deborah Butcher. Deborah Butcher Designs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Sharkey says dewy.
Dewy. Oh yeah, that's the other word. Dewy. That's what I hear them say. Yeah, I'm on TikTok way too much.
Lindsay Tyler says hello from Boston. Let's see. Oh, Mary Casey also said dewy. Angie Champagne, Patty Jo Woodard, listening, says Patty.
Okay, Patty.
Patty Jo's over in New Mexico.
I listen more than I watch TV.
Patty's getting ready for school again, right? I don't know. When did New Mexico school start?
I don't know.
I don't know, because Patty's over there in Lordsburg.
Oh, okay.
Remember Patty sold me all the comics?
Oh, yeah, all the comic books
that we gave away. Which, by the way, my my city connection is asking me if we're doing the costume contest for Halloween again because we were such a hit.
Oh,
Which is a nice way of saying you can give away some more comic books.
yeah.
I think I have some that I can give away. Need more though. So, Yvonne Schmidt says, looking good. Jackie Bishop, Carnivale or Carnival, Nature's Pathway Limited. Chris Schmidt says your pearly whites are sparkling, so I'm guessing the new toothbrush.
Oh yes, David bought me a new toothbrush.
Because I saw you took the blue one, which means I get the gold one.
Oh, I didn't know they were different colors.
Well, I figured how else would we differentiate?
You raise a good point.
Which is weird because we will kiss each other without any hesitation.
Yeah,
but
kissing is not like plaque. That's two different things.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. T.D. Woodall, Patty Guinup Mitchell,
Hey, T.
Angie Champagne, Von Nelson Love, Candy Sonichin. Okay, let me try it again. Soennichsen. There's one extra syllable in there. It's throwing me off. Sonichsen
Don't start me to line.
from Montana. That's the first time I think I've called out Montana. Barbara Street from Southern California. Kathy LePage from Ramona, California. Tina Krieger LaMontagne from Portland, Oregon. Dana McLean from right down the street.
Hey, Dana Cheryl.
Memory Williams from Amarillo, Texas. Vanessa San Antonio, that's her name, not her city.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I don't know why, but when you start reading off the names and I hear the names of the people who join us every Sunday, it just makes me happy. Thank you guys so much, because I know we're a mess. So I appreciate you guys joining in every Sunday.
Renee,
Because some of the names we hear pretty often.
all the time.
Yes.
All the time. We love that.
Yes.
Renee Granger, Belinda Ruth from Michigan, Yvonne Schmidt from Indiana, Kimberly Bailey Elfersley, Mary Ann Liner from Central Illinois, Jackie Bishop, we said Jackie Bishop, Carnival,
Yeah.
Pat Leonard from Wisconsin, Tonda Ward. Got my first Roycycled papers this week. Hugs and kisses.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what you make. If you guys are not in the group, we do have a group, Roycycled Upcycling with Decoupage. So you make sure you guys join the group if you're not, because you can share your projects in there. And you can ask questions if you're stuck on a project. If you can't find a paper, you can ask for a paper in there, and one of the retailers will take care of you. Sorry.
That's okay.
So
Sherry Spade Benhart from Iowa, Petty Otto Finnegan.
Sherry will be here too on Thursday.
Ooh, from Iowa?
Sherry Spade Benhart.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bring you some corn. It's not corn season just yet. We're a little early, but Iowa corn's really good. Patty Jo Woodward says Friday for school. Now, is that this past Friday or this coming Friday?
Yeah, because our school starts Wednesday the 3rd, right?
Yes, starts
Oddly.
Wednesday. Well,
Oh, I knew you were going to come in while I was on the live. Are you leaving? Are you gone? Don't you want to come say hi to my audience? No? Sorry, my 20-year-old drove up from Tucson to visit everybody but me this weekend, by the way. I've seen him for all of 10 minutes. Enough time for him to steal a pie and some peaches and
did a
something
lot.
else out of the kitchen.
He just basically raided the kitchen.
He did.
So,
He's
which
20.
is fine. So, Beverly Skeens. We
Hey,
love
Beverly.
Beverly. We love Beverly. Sylvia Glusing, Kathy LePage asked, what are we working on? But before we get to there, hold on, Kathy.
Okay.
Terry Smith from Tualatin, 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 Oregon? Tualatin, Oregon?
You know say?
Sergine Crosset from Canada, Melissa Kiwi Gomez,
You better
Kathleen.
get started, Daddy. It's 10 after.
Well, we got so many people.
I
All
know.
right.
Hi,
All right, so
guys.
everybody else, Royce wanted me to ignore you. It's her fault. Go ahead.
We'll say hi throughout once we get started.
Yes.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hey, how y'all doing? You know what? I hate when I do that. So when I say hey, how you doing? I'm doing it from friends, from Joey, not from Wendy Williams. But it still sounds like Wendy.
Okay, so before we get started,
Okay.
Sherry Benhart says the corn is in its prime here. Where is Sherry?
Oh.
Sherry's in Iowa?
Iowa, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, because when we used to go up to Wisconsin for corn, which was great, because you just drive by the farms and they always had a stand out front, just on the
Fresh
road.
corn.
Yeah.
I love fresh produce.
It was usually late August is when we would
when you
get the
go.
really good sweet corn.
Oh.
Although Angie Champagne says corn is up and delicious in New York.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense. Because they get a little colder faster
over there.
than the Midwest. Marty
They're probably
Hart.
wondering, what do I have here?
Oh, Terry Smith. It's pronounced Tualatin.
Oh, okay.
All right. And Marty Leibarger Hardy says, do you can peaches?
I don't. I cannot tell a lie. I know how to, girl, but I don't. Because it's time. It takes a lot of time. But we went to the orchards in Wilcox yesterday, and we didn't even pick our own peaches this year, y'all. I was extra petty this year. I bought a box of pre-picked peaches. But we still had a good time. But that'll be on YouTube probably next week. We recorded our trip to Northern Cochise County yesterday. But let's get started, because some people are probably like, serious, you guys? It's
Can I
almost a
sneak
quarter
one more
after.
in?
Yes.
Dorothy Lage says she can donate the comics that she bought for her Ukrainian grandnephew, but she bought them from me, so don't donate them. Send them
Oh.
to your grandnephew.
Yes.
I understand mails are all jacked up right now, given everything that's happening.
Yes.
You know, but the sooner you can get them to him, heck, I'll get you more for him.
Yes.
Because we want to take care of those kids over there if we can.
Yeah.
So don't worry, I'm covered, Dorothy. I appreciate it. We're going to see Dorothy this week, aren't we?
I don't know.
I'm asking.
I know. I already talked to Dorothy, but
You haven't?
I have already.
Oh, okay.
It's a secret.
Right. Dorothy lives down the road.
I know. Anyways, look at my husband is distracting me tonight, you guys.
That's because I just woke up.
I know. He's like, yeah, he took a power nap. He's all energized. So, you guys are going to help me not cheat. So, this week, I am so incredibly excited. We are having a retreat for our Roycycled retailers this week. So, I have 16 ladies that are flying in from all over the country and Canada. Crazy excited to host everybody. Everybody will be flying in midweek. But one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing ATCs, so art trading cards. And you guys are going to help me, because we're going to make some together tonight so I can have all mine made in time for Thursday night's mixer. But apparently I'm breaking the rules, though, because the only rule there is for art trading cards is they're supposed to be 3x5. But I'm cheating. I didn't follow the rules, you guys. But I don't think anybody will mind. We'll see. So I've already made one set. So if our chit chat is driving you crazy tonight, this week's video will be showing me making this set of art trading cards and kind of all of the things we did to get them from this to here. And so super fun processes. So we're essentially going to be playing tonight. I bought this box. Whenever I go thrifting, you guys, I always go to like the office section, and I look for like folders, and I don't know why I like office supplies, but I scored an entire box of these tags one year, and so I still have them, like, to craft with. Seriously, this was like 2 years ago when I scored this box of tags. So I need to make 20 ATC cards. So y'all know I'm a cheater, right? So I took the string off, and then I taped my tags together, and so I'm treating each set of tags as if it's one design. So these red ones that I just showed were all taped together at one point, just so I can do the background, and then once I get done with the background, then I can take them apart and we can treat them as separate pieces of art. So that's what we're doing tonight. And I ran around my shed like pulling out art supplies, so I have to use whatever I have here at the table. You guys, I cannot say that I can get up and go get something. You guys have to hold me accountable. I can only use what's here at the table. So if I forgot something, shame on me. So I did pull out my Geli plate tonight.
And
so
we have a question about that. Kathleen Hoovis would love to know how to play with that.
So we're going to play with this together tonight, you guys. I'm going to start by saying I am not a pro with this Geli plate. Don't judge me. I did not wash it after I used it last time. And I was going to try to hurry up and use some wipes and clean it up so you guys wouldn't see how much of a hot mess I am, but I couldn't find my wipes. So here we are. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to have fun with the Geli plate.
Don't you have wipes there?
Do you see them?
Well, because you've always had them. Cause
I know.
You haven't been putting paper down.
I know.
So is it the back to wipe or is it something different?
No, it's that back to wipe. Do you see
Okay,
it?
I know where some are. I can
No,
go get
it's
them.
okay. No, I know where those are. Those are already, no, we're going to leave those where those are. That's for the
Okay.
retreat.
All
It's
right.
okay. I can still use it. So the jelly plate, you guys, I'm not sure what it's made of, but it's like gelatinous. You can actually make your own. There are tutorials. Or you can buy it. And it's G-E-L, I think it's G-E-L-I or G-E-L-L-I. I can't remember. But this is like a way for you to be able to print. If you guys have never seen anybody play with these, go to YouTube. Seriously, it is insane what I see some of the ladies do. With
Kathy
them.
LePage asks, what did you tape them with?
Oh, I'm gonna show you guys that in just a minute because I'm gonna show you guys what not to do so that you don't end up like me. These are just some of the papers that I kind of colored earlier, but we're gonna do some together tonight. So I just used blue painter's tape, you guys, to tape mine together. This is a fat one, but I just had a skinny one of these, just the painter's tape. But I'm gonna tell you guys, this is what the back of mine looks like because my tape stuck really well. So don't do that, or you can do that, but whenever I don't want my tape to stick like a lot, I'll just like put it on my skin a couple of times, and like the oil from your skin will like take away some of the tackiness, so it'll still hold your tags, but when you pull them off, they won't look like this. So you guys can learn from my mistake, okay? Because this was a mess. I've taken my tape off, but it's the back. It doesn't matter. I'll do something with the back. But let's play. So these are what we're going to ultimately work on. But I want this series to kind of be cohesive. So you guys can see that each one of these cards is completely different, right? But they still look like they all belong together, right? So that's what I wanted to accomplish. So this set all belongs together. So we're going to make another set together tonight, and this set is going to go together. And even though I'm going to be using different papers, one of the ways that we're going to accomplish this is by using the same colors to color our papers. And so I have, this is the new Halloween paper, which I am so in love with this paper. I should not love my own designs, but I really enjoyed making this one, and I think that it comes out in the designs when I have like a lot of fun creating them. My team make fun of me. They're calling me Hannibal Lecter, you guys, but I love this design. I don't care. They can call me Hannibal, that's fine. So let's start off with the raven here. I'm going to trim off the raven, and we are going to add some more colors to him. And I'm thinking that this has a really like warm, kind of a yellowy warm hue. So let's color him with some purple. And I am not an expert on the jelly plate by any means. I am a novice for sure. So even though I don't know what I'm doing, you guys, watch how fun this is. So I just trimmed this piece of paper right here, and I'm probably going to integrate like some random pieces of paper that are tonally the same. You can kind of see I played with this one a little bit last week. And I just have some really inexpensive acrylic paints. You can buy these anywhere. I've been noticing that at Ross and TJ Maxx, they've been having art supplies, and they're priced really reasonably. So I bought some. And so these are really inexpensive acrylic paint. So I'm just going to add some purple. And I don't want a lot of paint, so I am going to just kind of dab it over the top of my jelly plate like that, because I want it to be all over, but I don't want it to be a lot. And I'm just going to roll out like this super thin coat on here, and you can put more paint if you want, but because I'm working with tissue paper that I'm ultimately going to decoupage, I really want to kind of maintain the quality of the tissue paper, right? So I don't want to put a ton of paint on it. And I want to move fairly quickly because my paint will dry really fast. So I have some things here that I want to use to add texture. So you can add, we'll do a couple of pulls so that you guys can see. Let's do a little bit of this one. I'll use this paper. So this is just a piece of paper, but I can put this over the top of it, and I can rub I don't know, this stencil is kind of thick. We'll see what happens. I'm not, oh yeah, I did pull some through, and it's gonna leave that on there, you know, that pattern on there. And I can also use my stamps. And I'm really super haphazard tonight because my trading cards are so small, it ultimately isn't gonna matter. But if I was doing a larger piece, of course I'd be more careful. But I can use my stamp, and kind of, this is my wood grain stamp, so I'm gonna put a little wood grain on there. And then this is an old crackle stamp, so I'm just gonna put a little crackle on there. And then I'm gonna put my paper, I'm working fast, y'all, because I don't want my paint to dry. And I'm gonna rub that on there.
Okay, so we have a couple things. Alma McDowell says purple colored tape is for delicate. It sells right next to the blue tape.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Renee Granger, how does the Geli plate help?
How does it do what?
Help.
It is actually for printmaking.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Girl, don't ask me questions. I don't know. I mean, because I guess if I roll this on the table, I don't think it would work the same.
And
I think the squishiness of the Geli allows you to like lay in patterns and stuff on there that I wouldn't be able to do if, and I did not move fast enough. Dag nabbit, it's okay. I'm gonna cheat.
And Kathy LePage, when is your retreat? I have a comic book series of, we would call them dingbats in print, that are supposed to mean a bad word. So a blank ton of crafty materials to unload.
So the retreat is specifically for my retailers. You guys, I am so blessed. I have well over 200 ladies across the world now at this point who have chosen to partner with Roycycled and carry my brand. And so I really wanted to offer something of value to my retailers. And so I put together a retreat. We're going to explore ourselves artistically, and we are going to learn about our businesses. And so it's a very specific retreat. I do hope to put one on for the public though soon. So I'm gonna put some more purple down. The reason why I put this side down is because I put white down, and I knew that the white would have covered up my actual design. So if I were doing like a plain white paper, I would do the white on back of my purple, and I would pull it up and I could get a design. But I really want to see my design through the paint. I don't want it to like take over the design. And so I'm gonna do it again. I didn't move fast enough. And I did do a YouTube video earlier this week too, so you guys can watch this again. But the cool thing about seeing it live is you can answer questions if you have any.
Leanne Tunks Foster says hello from Australia.
Hello.
And then we have also Renee Amundsen, Pamela Culp Adair, and Stella Anderson all joining in. And Jackie Bishop Carnival says we're going to have so much fun.
It is. It's going to be so much fun. My poor husband, we took a day trip to Wilcox yesterday, and we went out to Apple Annie's, and we got fresh peaches, and then we went to 6 tasting rooms.
Nope.
And
First we went to the pecan farm.
Oh, we went to the pecan orchard and we bought some fresh pecans and pistachios.
That was a spur of the moment. Hey, there's a sign for a pecan farm.
Yes, there was a sign, so we stopped. And then we went to 6 wine tasting rooms. And
well, we went to 4 rooms.
And then one had 3.
No, but one of them had 3.
Yes. So that was a total 7? No wonder I was so tipsy.
Yeah, that's possible. Right? Because we went to...
we went to Aridus, and then we went to Bird and Barrel, and then we went to Keeling, and then we went to the one with the 3. Yeah, that's it.
Strive, Golden Rule, and I forgot the
Copper
other one.
Horse.
Copper Horse.
Yes. I remember now.
So that's 6. No, that was 6.
I'm sure if I cleaned my jelly, it would behave a lot better, but you guys know I'm a hot mess. So I love orange and purple together, so that's what we're doing. Ooh, sorry. That is so yummy and grungy, right? Love that one.
Carmen says, I'm bringing you the brights to try. You will love them.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Carmen. And so we picked fresh peaches. We bought some pies made fresh at the farm.
Which our youngest took one of.
He did. He took one, but I have 4 left for the ladies.
Yes.
So that's all I'm going to do with my jelly, you guys. I'm going to clean her up because she is...
Including one that's sugar-free, and did we get a gluten-free?
We got a gluten-free and a sugar-free, and we have apple and we have peach. So there's 4 pies in the freezer.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to put this away. I will clean it up later, I promise. I like that, though. I hope I can pick that up. I would love to be able to pick that up and use it.
Kathy LePage, that's a lot of wine. You have no idea how much wine we have in the house right now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a mixer. And we're going to have at least, there's going to be 20 with just us. And then I invited some leadership from the community to come and join us. So,
right.
You know, I wanted to make sure we had enough for everybody. And if you don't drink wine, no worries. We will have other stuff to drink as well. So I feel like if I use these papers on here, that all these will look really cohesive, right? That's the plan. And I probably didn't, if you guys watch the YouTube video, it'll go up this week, probably Wednesday. I did a much better job on the video because I was focused and some people weren't talking to me on the side.
All right, so we have a few on YouTube. Debbie Hackett,
tree.
so bummed I'm missing the retreat. Susan Connolly, hello from Missouri, absolutely obsessed with your papers. Joan Volkman, watching from Kenosha, Wisconsin. I love Kenosha. Cheryl Atkinson, my son called. I missed you telling us what you're doing. I'm sorry, haven't seen this technique before.
This is, you guys, your jelly plate, your jelly printing is what it's called. There are so many options for jelly printing. It is such a fun, as if you guys need a new craft. I know, you probably don't. But I love bringing you guys new options of ways to express yourselves. So this is just that. It's a way to express yourself. And so sometimes, like this paper, you guys know how I always say save your scraps. This would be a perfect thing to do with your scraps. They still absolutely have purpose. And this is one way that you can use them. And so I'm going to treat these 5 tags as if they're just one piece of paper. But I want them to all feel like they belong together. So using my jelly print with the colors is going to help me do that.
Dorothy Lage, I love that you are using purple with Halloween. Can you believe you're doing bougie again? The year goes by too fast.
Is purple bougie?
I don't think so. It's royal. Purple means royalty.
I know that red, so blue and red together, which makes purple, is supposed to be super powerful. I do know that. I kind of want to use this.
Also on YouTube, we have Helen R. from Pittsburgh.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Let's see. On Facebook, a lot of people like the Color Smash. Belinda Ruth, Kimberly Jenkins, Sonia Hansen. This is all new to me. She'll go to YouTube to really, she'll avoid the nonsense that I'm throwing around, which is a smart way to go.
The YouTube video isn't loaded yet. It will be up Wednesday, but if you just like search for jelly printing, you'll find like tons of tutorials. It's super fun, like seriously.
And she also said she's jealous of our day in Wilcox. Plan to go this year for sure, then life got in the way.
Yeah.
I'll go into my thing in a second. Kathy LePage had a bottle of Sangiovese explode via cork last night. That's my fear.
Oh, I know. David's gonna be one of our pourers, so we gotta, I forgot to order it. We have to order him
when we get done.
a good uncorker.
Yeah, not a corkscrew, but one of those kind of vacuum jobs.
Yes. So that
Nikki Maloney says, wish I could get to the retreat. Hi from New Zealand.
Oh, I know. We'll do it again. Well, this is the first one. And honestly, we had planned for like 40 people, but the Lord knows what's best. He did not have that many people come. So I'll get to like really, I'm hoping there won't be any hiccups, but it's easier to recover for hiccups when you have a smaller group.
Let's see.
And I'm just using Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel, you guys, primarily because it's what I have here. But you guys can use whatever clear coat you have on hand. If you're new here and maybe you have art supplies, if you have like gel medium, you can use that as well. Mod Podge, or you may even have like a decoupage medium that's made specifically for decoupage. So you can use that as well.
Elma McDowell said fine spray with water to lift.
Oh, to lift up the...
Yeah.
Oh, will that work? Could I lift it on my paper, Alma? Tell me. Because I'm a novice, so I'm not even coming on really to... I'm coming on to share and inspire tonight. Because I'm learning too.
And we have another who's watching, who's coming, Colleen Kobielka.
Hey, Miss Colleen.
So...
Colleen is our distributor for all of the Commonwealth, and so I am so excited that she's making the trip from Canada to come to Safford.
Rita Burnett Laws says something that I should say every live, and I always forget.
What?
I'm looking for someone who sells your paper around Spartanburg, South Carolina. If you are a retailer, put your links in the comments.
Yes.
Please do. You are encouraged, and people are encouraged to reach out to you.
And even if you don't have someone near you, the retailers will ship.
Mary Casey, will you be doing any lives from the retreat?
David and I were having that discussion today. Probably. More than likely. It won't be like instructional lives. I just really want to love on my instructors and be focused and intentional. So we probably won't do any lives during the instructional portion, but we'll just definitely pop on, and you guys can kind of check out what's happening.
I'm suggesting one Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, maybe after everybody's hands have gotten dirty.
Oh, I know, huh?
And maybe like before dinner, after dinner, relaxing, definitely from the mixer.
Yes.
So, and Carmen Daumer also says water to lift off the plate.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to try that right now.
And she says, better be nice to David if he's pouring. Look, just tell me who's driving and the others will get double.
And everybody else will get double?
Yeah.
We'll have something special for it. I know you may have to drive us home, baby.
Joan Volkman on YouTube says, I did gelling printing class once. It was fun. I should buy the stuff to do it again. Dorothy Lage says 20 is a good number for networking.
Yeah, that's what I know. I think that's a good number too. I really do. I think I'm always pretty, I'm a little much, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know.
Marianne Liner says, what's your decoupage medium again?
This is Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel, and it's a sealer. So this is like a clear coat, sealer, top coat, which you guys, all those words are kind of interchangeable. They all mean the same thing. I do like home decor and furniture, and so this is what I have in my stash, although I haven't done furniture in a long time, but that's my background.
Jackie Bishop Carnival. Oh good, I can't drive so I can drink. And Colleen says before wine and after wine.
Oh, I know, huh?
And Dana McLean says, is your retreat this week? Yes, it is, Miss Dana.
It is, Miss Dana.
So, we're going to see Dana, aren't we?
I hope so. We'll be downtown one of the days, and so we are definitely going to stop into the shop. I'll make sure and let you guys know what day, so you'll be prepared for the gaggle of women who pop up and show up.
So, I'm gonna now extol my wife's virtues.
Oh,
so you guys
Lord.
have to listen to me, and just shut up.
Be nice.
That's a smart thing for a man to say to a group.
I know. I don't think that's going to go over well, baby. You might be in trouble.
We went to Wilcox with the intention of buying local.
Yes.
And as we said, we could have bought a case of red and a case of wine and probably saved 60%.
Yeah.
But you really wanted to get as many of the local vineyards represented as possible. So we got, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 bottles from each.
Yes, we probably made things really difficult because we have like Dorothy probably knows. Dorothy, we bought 4 bottles from each vineyard. Like, it's going to be complicated. But we have about half and half whites and red.
With a few rosés, just a couple.
Just a few rosés. And then in the whites, we have half that are sweeter and half that are drier. And then the reds, we have half that are like full body and half that are like medium. So we try to get a little bit of everything.
So I say that if you get a wine when we're at the mixer, if you're one of the retailers who are on, and you like it, we probably only have 1 bottle of it.
Yeah, sorry.
So, but we're going to give everybody a pamphlet with all the information about the vineyards.
Yes.
So if you're traveling back that way, because I think we only have 2 people that are traveling different ways.
Yes, I'm not sure which way Liz is coming. They're coming from...
Carmen's coming from Colorado, right?
Yeah, Carmen's coming with Deborah and Melissa.
Oh, they're coming from
all going to be
Phoenix?
in one car from Phoenix.
So they're
yes.
coming... What about Kim? Was it Kim that we had lunch with?
Yeah, Kim isn't coming. Her daughter's getting married next
that's right.
month,
She said that when we had lunch.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're coming from Phoenix, but pretty much everybody else is coming from Tucson.
I'm not sure which direction Liz is coming from because she and her husband are driving.
Gotcha. But for the most part,
Wisconsin, I believe.
So if you're coming from Tucson, you have to go through Wilcox.
Yes.
So if you find a wine that you like, we're going to give you the information. It's easy peasy to stop.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So there you go.
But you guys see how careless I'm being, right? Because this is just a background. It's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I am like literally using the edge of my cardstock to tear my paper.
I bring all that up because we really did, it was local. Went to a local farm.
Yes.
Went to a local orchard, which was the pecan orchard. Went to local vineyards. During the retreat, you're going to be visiting our local shops.
Yes.
The mixers at one of our local coffee shops.
Yes.
Eating at our local restaurants. It really is, and I say that because look, I'm on our downtown association board. I love the fact that you're spending time in our downtown. I'm also on our tourism committee, so I love all these people coming in. But more importantly, I think it sends a message to all the business owners. When you go home, network with your fellow business owners.
Yeah.
Because there's benefits to all of you doing stuff together.
One of the tasting rooms we visited, I was scheduled to do a class in. I was super excited about it. It was in March of 2020, so you guys know what happened. Rona.
And I'm trying to convince Royce to do a class there maybe in March of 23.
He's trying to kill me, y'all.
It's a huge space. It's a beautiful space, and 3 vineyards share that space.
Yes. It would be fun because you could I think you get 5 tastes for $10.
So,
I believe. So you could potentially taste from 3 separate vineyards in one space.
And the newest vineyard that went in there, I had a chance to interact with their owners at an event, and I really like them. They're young, they're energetic. They feel like they'd be great people to do something with.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to ease my pain, you guys, by heating up my tape. We'll see what happens. You guys see my new dryer? Do you hear it? No, you don't. It's so wonderful. I love it. Sorry.
Colleen Kobielko, we can walk everywhere. The college isn't necessarily close to the downtown.
Well, no, but they can walk on campus. Like, we're literally, the dorms, we're staying in the Towers dorms right there by the, where the classrooms are going to be. And once we get downtown.
Then you're walking.
Yeah, we're
walking. Because our downtown is 3 blocks.
Yeah.
So,
ooh, look, the heat did help you guys. Melissa
List.
Sorry.
I got you, Carmen, or we can Uber. I don't know if we have Uber here. Do we have anybody driving Uber?
We might. I don't know.
I really don't know.
You don't say.
Dana, yes, love to visit with y'all. Just let Trisha know. Sherry Spade Benhart, I didn't follow the size directions on the ATCs.
Oh, me either, Sherry.
I cut my blanks with my laser on thin wood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought about doing, well, not doing it myself, but getting someone to do that for me.
And Kathy LePage, do I need help pouring? So, Colleen Colby-Alco, do you have any Canadian whiskey? I'm traveling a long way.
Oh, I don't know. I know, huh? We don't have any Canadian whiskey. I'm sorry.
I got half a small jar of Canadian maple syrup.
So you guys see that the tape, I mean, the heat is helping the tape not rip my things up too bad. But if I had to do this again, I would use, what was the color of the purple tape? Is that what they said?
Yes,
was
purple
the delicate tape. I'm going to buy me some of that purple tape.
And Jody Jeffries, yes, community. I'm a huge fan of it. I love seeing products or from one business in another, or
Yes.
business referring people to another.
So some of the businesses here, so like if I go to Tony's Kitchen, I believe there's a coupon for Genevieve's.
No, I think she's using Genevieve's oil, the olive oils.
Well, yeah. And then if you go to Genevieve's, she's using the bread from the bakery.
Okay. From
at Only House.
Rustic
No,
Barn?
the other one.
Okay. Cottage Barn.
Cottage Bakery, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now they're all kind of like hooked together, you guys. But I'm just gonna cut them apart now. And I probably could have left a little bit more space in between. Yeah, we learning as we go. But I mean, it's still, I'm able to cut them pretty easy. But now, no matter what I do to these, they're gonna look like they belong together, right?
Okay, so on YouTube, Dorothy Lage has a bunch. Thank you so much for supporting our local businesses. Sounds like a good mix. We really, because I was the editor of the newspaper in Wilcox for 5 years, I think.
Was it that long?
I think it was. To me, that's just one of my communities.
Yes.
So I've never thought of it as anything other than it's one of my towns.
I say Northern Cochise County belongs to us.
And she says, love Desiree. She's the winemaker for Strive. That's the young lady I dealt with and her husband. They really are very, very nice people. And she says, I can help pour. We do have Arizona whiskey.
Looky here, y'all. We can only have wine, no whiskey. I don't have permission for whiskey.
And Patty Jo Woodward, yes, Gila Valley Made has Royce's paper.
They do. I haven't gotten my new paper in there just yet, you guys. Life continues, and all the things that I'm all the things I have commitments to, I still have to do, but I have suffered a loss. I lost my sister, and so I'm having to it's busy right now. And so I haven't made it down there to put my papers in the shop, but I'm going to make it this week, I promise, because I have to go talk to Trisha anyways.
It's the only place you sell your papers.
Yeah, I don't sell anywhere else, just here locally.
And they don't mail out from Gila Valley Made. You can only go in and buy it.
Yes.
And that's to protect the retailers.
Yes.
So.
Because my retailers have protected territories, which means if you're a Roycycled retailer, you don't have to worry about like your next door neighbor also selling my papers. My heart is for all of the businesses we partner with for their sales to be sustainable for them.
We have a number of questions. What kind of dryer is that, and where did you get it?
This is it is in my store, and I didn't get my resource email sent out. I'm gonna get it out. I may do it today. It's a Ranger heated craft tool is the name of it, and it is super quiet, and it gets hot too. Like, this is an embossing tool, so it gets really, really hot. So be careful, because when you turn it on, I almost don't know that it's on. I have to like touch it to make sure that it's on.
And Kathy LePage says, yes, obey the ABC laws. What are the ABC laws?
I don't know.
Always be closing?
Oh, always be closing. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
No,
That's ABC
I don't think
to
that's
me.
it. Maybe she meant ATC laws.
I'm guessing something to do with supporting your community.
Oh.
Because somebody else said that. I got to find it. Barbara Garrels, promoting local and independent merchants is so important. I shop local and employee owned as much as possible. I wish we had a co-op.
Oh,
like
I know.
Silver City has that grocery co-op.
Yes.
That's Silver City, New Mexico.
Yes.
That's really cool.
And a lot of that was locally grown produce too.
They tried to source local as much as possible.
So these are my cards, you guys. What do you guys think? I know this is just the background. So now I get to start playing.
See,
so,
I like them as is.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I really do. These look like true art pieces right now.
And I could absolutely just stop right here, but y'all know I'm not going to, right?
The colors just pop on screen.
Colors. Sorry.
You're quoting a Robert Duvall film now?
No, it's Ice-T. It's a rap.
I think he did. Did Ice-T do the song for that movie? It was Sean Penn and Robert Duvall as L.A. cops.
Maybe.
And it's the movie called Colors.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Yes. Of course, I'm singing it all proper. That's not quite the way Ice-T sang it, but I wanted to talk to you guys something really quickly.
Drea's on.
Hey, Drea. One of the reasons why I love doing projects like this is because it really allows me to explore and play without any specific expectation, right? So if I discover something about this process that I love, and maybe I want to take it from this really small application and use it on like a home decor piece, which would be larger, right? Or on a piece of furniture, you could still do it. Acrylic based products are super like durable. You guys can use them on furniture and home decor, right? And it's generally just a matter of scale. So if I take this white pen right here, I'm gonna bring you guys in close so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm gonna play a little bit. I was able to transfer a little bit of that mud cloth, you guys see that, onto this piece. So if I use my white gel pen, I could kind of, maybe if it would right, I could go over it. Oh, Lord.
Drea says yes. Ice-T did the song for the movie.
Okay. Trev probably back there answering. Yeah, tell her, yeah, that's who did it.
And then one of our favorites checking in, Corinne Godfrey. Always love Corinne.
I still have your salt wash on my shipping table. I need to get it out. My gel pen isn't working. Can
Colleen take it back? Because it'd be easier for Colleen to ship.
I don't know. We'll see, baby.
We'll have to ask Colleen.
My gel pen, I guess it is working kind of good. You guys can kind of see that, right? So I can use my gel pen and I can go in here, and usually it leaves like a bigger bead than this. It's really irritating me. It's not working really well. Or I could go in with a black gel pen and I could kind of do the same thing to just accentuate that. I could put marks on here. I could like write some meaningful words on here, right? All those kind of really fun artistic things that you could do.
We can see it.
When you're just playing with a piece.
And Corinne says, do you do anything to the backs?
I'm not going to, no. I'm going to stamp my name and logo on the back because of what we're doing.
Chris Schmidt, you could stop, but more is always more.
More is more, Chris.
No,
but what I want to say something though, I really want to make a point, babe.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. So these are really fine tip pens, which are appropriate for this scale, right? But you guys can buy other stuff. So this is an acrylic paint marker. So if I were doing home decor, I would use like this scale of a pen. Let me see, where's my camera? Like this scale of a pen. Even though it's a fine tip, it's gonna be bigger than this is, right? So it's gonna leave a different scale. The marks are gonna be different on this one, right? And so I could get the same effect as this fine tip on a home decor. And if I were doing furniture, I would just use a larger scale tip. So I just don't want you guys to limit your expression just because you see somebody doing something, you know, on a tag or doing home decor. Like if you see something and it excites you and it makes you want to create, don't limit your ability to like play with that technique. Just think about it in terms of what would be the appropriate scale, you know, for the project or that you're working on and that you want to do. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about that.
No, that's okay. Angie Champagne says Sean Penn is her second cousin.
Oh, wow.
And Melissa List says, I feel inferior looking at these. Don't.
What? Girl, you see me messing around. I am legitimately, y'all see me mess up my jelly plate.
I've seen Melissa craft too.
I know, Melissa.
There's no inferiority there.
No. Melissa's been on our downtown.
Yeah.
She knows. She's coming too. She's coming. She's Deborah. She helps Deborah's assistant, basically. She helps Deborah out a lot. And I believe she'll be helping us at Pinners this year.
Oh,
that's
cool.
the word on the street, Melissa. And we will be in Scottsdale. I want to say it's November 12th, that weekend. Pinners Conference will be in Scottsdale. So I'm just highlighting that. And I'm just like doodling. This is fun. And you know what, Melissa? This is the thing about this to me.
Dorothy jumped from YouTube over to Facebook now.
Oh. You guys, sometimes when you turn your joy into a business, you don't get to practice your business. I mean, you know, once it comes to business, I don't get to create as often. And I'm not whining because this is such a blessing for me. But I don't spend as much time in my studio as I used to. Because normally when I'm here, I'm either recording a YouTube video or I'm here live with you guys, which I enjoy, but it's honestly not the same as like just really spacing out and just creating just because. So something like this is super fun to me because I have no expectation, none whatsoever. I am legitimately just experimenting and playing. That's it. And whatever happens, it happens. Like whatever comes out is what comes out. So there's no feeling of inferiority or superiority. There's no expectation. There's no judgment. There's no nothing. We're legitimately just playing. And sometimes I'll do stuff and I'll be like, ooh, I kind of like that. Like this one, I ended up with like this really like fractured edge that I don't know how I did it. But I love it. And so I'll probably play to try to recreate that. It's like something I was able to do, right? But I didn't know I was going to do it. I didn't know I was going to love it. It just happened that way.
Dorothy says, that's my favorite color in the Artesia acrylic pens. I think I'm hoping saying that right.
Oh.
Jackie Bishop Carnival, I'm pretty sure our cards will get forgotten when we pack.
What?
Sonia Sutton, take it to another scale while we are taking it to the next level.
Well, because I feel like sometimes we get stuck. We compartmentalize the things that we learn when the reality is there is no compartmentalization. Like if it's art and you can make it on a surface, then you can apply it wherever you want. It doesn't have to just be like on this place or that place.
I will say there's somebody we're dealing with on our downtown association. We're having some signs made.
Mm-hmm.
And we contracted a metal artist.
Yes.
To do them.
Yes. That's a really specialized.
Right. We contracted with him.
Yes.
And we are still waiting.
Oh, baby.
I want to say it was 2 years ago that we contracted.
That you contracted.
And I get the feeling he's one of those artists that it's got to be art.
Yes. Well, it has to be inspired.
I get that feeling, and
but that's different.
Our president doesn't want to, because I'm ready to say that's 2 years out.
That's different. That art is going to be on display for years to come.
I understand.
So there's a different kind of pressure.
There are other artists, and
yeah, but even artists will sit down and have a sketchbook or an art journal where they're just going to express.
There is a fine balance between art and commerce.
Yes, there is.
And I understand. Look, I've been a writer my whole life. I understand wanting to take as much time as possible.
I'm not disagreeing with you
to get things right.
Long.
On the other hand, being a journalist, I also learned I have deadlines.
Yes.
So all I'm saying is when you talk about commerce and art, and sometimes the commerce gets in the way of doing art for fun.
Yes.
I understand.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. But I also understand art for fun doesn't always pay the bills.
No, it does not. Isn't this little birdie? Okay, you guys, so I haven't gotten a chance to use Lexi's transfer yet. And so I want to play a little bit. And I'm thinking that a mushroom would look really cute on one of these. What do you guys think? The color on here is pretty saturated. So I think I'm going to pick this one. I'm trying to find something that's on the other side of the color wheel, you guys. I don't want to get something that's kind of the same. So let's pick this toadstool right here.
Dorothy says, didn't you have this discussion before?
Probably.
Where you felt you were not an artist making decor or furniture pieces?
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. Like, honestly, I'm not an artist that can just like sit down with a brush and paint something, but I can put some stuff together. You know, and whether or not that's art or not, I don't know. It depends on, because some people have this whole idea, like you guys will notice that I don't use craft very often because some people don't like that word. I don't know. I don't think you should put value on your expression. I think it's just that expression.
I will say this. You're now saying I'm not an artist who, before it was I'm not an artist.
Oh, okay. So
I'm going to say you made a good stride there.
I made progress.
Dana McLean says, what transfers are you using?
I am using the Whispering Willow, and this one is at Gila Valley Made already. This is, so you guys know Lexi Grinzer. She did the bunny. She's done actually quite a few, and the most recent she did was the fox and the bear, our winter beast decoupage paper. So she's done several designs for Roycycled, but she is also the artist who did the artwork for Whispering Willow for IOD for this transfer. So this is the Whispering Willow transfer. It is 8 luscious pages of watercolor artwork, and they're fabulous. I love them, but I haven't had a chance to play with them, so I brought them so I could play.
Dorothy said, I used Lexi's transfers for the first time. Finished your painting today.
Oh yeah, Dorothy's taken a class with Lexi before. I saw I think your bear, Dorothy.
And Joan Volkman on YouTube says, that red mushroom near the front of the book would be nice.
It would, but my background is red. So I didn't want to get a color that was too close to my background because it would disappear. So that's why I chose something a little bit different. This is still pretty subtle, and I think I want to put some topography on here. So I have a couple, I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. Y'all should have seen me running around my workshop. Oh Lord. Trying to find stuff to play with today. Oh, I have some topography, and you guys know what? When I use topography, it doesn't have to mean anything. Like, I just like, I don't know, I like the way letters and numbers look, so it doesn't necessarily have to say something specific for me, which I know sounds crazy, but it just is. And so I just want to put something right here. And so you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just playing. There's no, I don't know, no rhyme or reason necessarily. Just playing. And this is super fun. And this is something that you can do with your scraps. Like, after you've done your primary projects, and you know how you have those random little pieces of paper and or transfers left over, a project like this is super fun because you can still use those pieces.
Kathleen Huvis, are these cards for trade at your retreat?
Yes. So all of us, well, whoever wants, we don't want to put a pressure on anybody. Whoever wanted to participate is making the cards for us to trade at the mixer. Really, we wanted to create an atmosphere of mixing. I don't want people to either like end up in cliques and stay in there all weekend, and or the quiet ones don't mix.
Says she has to go. We'll talk to you later, Dorothy.
Bye, Dorothy. Or the quiet people don't mix. So trading cards with everyone, hopefully we'll get everyone chit-chatting and getting to know each other.
Make sure you put your names on your cards.
Yes, put your names on the back of your cards, which I'll be doing. I'm going to stamp mine. I'm cheating. I'm cheating.
No, you should. Look,
I know.
You should autograph it. Each person who makes one should autograph it. Yes. There should be. You should sign your name to it. Because all of you are artists. All of you are creators. There should be a signature when there's
It's 20 cards, baby.
What?
It's 20 cards we each have to make.
You used to sign payroll checks.
I know. Oh my gosh. That's why my signature is so awful now, you guys.
You could stamp it and sign underneath. How's that?
We'll see what happens. I'm just pulling out some white acrylic paints And I'm just gonna make like, I don't know, some random marks on here. This is fun. I'm serious, you guys. Just free yourself up to just like, I don't know, play around. I don't know, like legit, no rhyme or reason. I'm gonna set that one aside. I think I may come back and circle those with the black. I think that might be cool, but I'm set that to the side right now. And I don't know if you guys, so I'm gonna show those of you who've been with me for a while, you guys know about my pail of transfer bits. So this is a perfect project for my pail of transfer bits, right? These may show up at the retreat this weekend. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sherry Spade Benhart said she used a sticker. I'm guessing for name.
See? Sherry cheated too.
But yes, Kathleen O'Brien Hoover says sign it.
We'll see what happens.
She also asked if you're planning on finishing the back. You have no intention of that.
No. Girl, I'm going to do good to get the fronts done. Now,
Mary Sharkey says, you hold a pen like she does. My husband said he never saw anyone hold a pen like I do.
How do I hold it? Now you're going to have me looking at the way
I know, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, how do I hold it?
How do I hold a pen? So this little cutie mushroom is from the Fall Pumpkins decoupage paper. I probably cut it out for something and didn't end up using it. So this particular sheet is pretty neutral. So I think that this guy will look cute on here. What do you guys think? I vote yes. I guess this one's going to have a theme of toadstools. And I love the texture of that tree that's in the back too. I think it might show through.
Oh, Jackie Bishop Carnival, Tammy's husband, printed ours on the back.
See?
I still
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw you guys, I shared it into the group. I saw you guys making yours the other day, and I know Michelle Adamus has started hers because I saw her making them on her page the other day. I think it's fun. I think it's kind of pushing all of us a little bit out of our comfort zone. Of course, this is Lexi's idea to torture us, huh, y'all?
I still think you should sign.
We'll see, baby. And so this one is just going to be all decoupage. Is this close enough for you guys to see what I'm doing? I keep going in like tight, and then I feel like I'm not. Oh yeah, woodland theme. Good job, Barbara. Thank you. That'll like broaden it a little bit more for me.
Yeah, it's better than fungus.
Yes. Fungus is pretty though. This is pretty fungus. I sincerely love this dryer. It's not really a dryer. It's an embosser, but yeah.
David Trevin says you have the perfect Discovery Channel documentary voice.
Just don't talk about beasts, baby.
Well, the next time you guys come visit, I'll put Trev on the radio.
Well, they'll be here next weekend.
Oh, are you guys coming in for? Okay, I didn't know you were coming in.
Yeah, they'll be here Thursday, but it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Drea, you're okay to travel, Drea?
She told me that her doctor said she is. That's what she said. Good. Trev, is that the truth?
Oh, that means Dre is making Trev listen to this. Are you watching this on the TV and you're not letting him watch what he wants?
Do butterflies count as woodland, you guys?
Yeah. They're pollinators.
Okay. David says yes, you guys.
Treya says yes.
And this is from the
okay, Jackie, we will see you on Thursday. Jackie Carnival had to take off.
Okay, bye, Jackie. And you guys know what I'm going to do. So, one of the reasons why I like using the Wise Owl 1 hour enamel when I'm working on mixed media stuff is because it does really well with the transfers. I think because it's self-leveling and it leaves like a super smooth surface, the transfers adhere really quickly. So I'm going to do a quick coat just because I have like a whole bunch of different things on there and kind of unify my surface, and then I'll come back. And I'm not saying that you have to do this, but I do find that I have more success when I do this.
And Andrea says her doctor says yes.
Is Trev still there? Can he corroborate what she's saying?
Yeah, Drea says guilty. She's making Trev watch this on TV.
Poor Trev. Poor Trev.
Barbara Garrels says yes, and Melissa Upton says yes. Melissa Upton List says yes.
Okay. So that's a little warm. I'm going to let that cool off.
So
we
that's,
have
I'm
3
guessing
more.
the butterfly
Okay.
is the yes.
Are you guys bored yet? Are you guys having as much fun as I'm having? But you guys can see how fun this can be. I also have some clear embossing ink and powder that I think I want to play with on one of these. I probably should have used it on the neutral one. I guess I still can.
Kathy LePage is the Wise Owl Enamel Clear.
Yes, this is the Wise Owl Enamel Clear. You can get it in different sheens. I prefer matte, but if you want it like a satin or a gloss, they're available in that sheen as well. You can also use the Wise Owl varnish to decoupage and seal with. The 1 hour enamel is just my personal preference, but some of the retailers, they like the varnish better. And if you have a clear coat that you're using already, try that first, because y'all know we don't need no more craft supplies. I'm just saying, not no more extra ones. Ah, man.
You are at an hour 5.
Okay,
So just letting you know.
that was fast.
It was. See, this is where watching this on the YouTube channel midweek.
Yes, because that'll be concise.
Yeah, it cuts out all my nonsense. So
It's not nonsense. We like hanging out and chatting on Sunday nights. Don't you guys like hanging out with us on Sunday nights?
I tend to go off on different tangents.
You know what? I'm going to write. I have this one. It's just a permanent marker, but it has this kind of fat tip on there. I think the word love needs to be right here. That's what I'm seeing in my holy imagination.
On YouTube, Joan Volkman, yes, you should sign your creations, especially if you are giving them away to people.
Y'all notice how he like to read the comments he agreed with.
No, that's the last most recent comment. You better watch out. I'll do what Trev says. I may go Discovery Channel.
Oh my. I feel like I need, well, I guess here, this is what I'll do.
I'll start doing the honey badger. You better watch out.
Oh my goodness, no.
Zoe Panette, could you put 2 cards side by side, use the butterfly on both, then cut them apart?
Oh, that would have been a good idea too. You guys notice all my stuff is off edge. I have an issue. I do a lot of off edge stuff. It's just the way my brain works. I drive some people crazy, I know. But yes, you could, and that would be super fun. I mean, I could have left all these together for the whole time, right? And then just cut them apart at the end. I just felt like I wanted it to feel like individual pieces. And so I did them separate.
Drea, are you able to write on the other side of the card?
Everybody's so concerned about the back side of this card. Yes, I could.
Marty Hardy, that's why we're here every Sunday. Love the chatter. Sonia Hansen, yes, I like it because I feel more like you are good friends.
Aw, thank you guys. We enjoy it too. I just know every now and again we'll get somebody who'll come on and be like, chop chop. Enough of the chatter.
Candace, every now and then we get one of those.
That's what I'm saying, every now and again.
Candace Clay, so sad. I thought I was buying a Wise Owl 1 hour matte. I was sent the matte varnish instead. Having a hard time finding it in Canada.
Oh, in Canada?
Yeah.
There is you know what, if you message me, I will send you the retailer who's in Canada. If you ordered the matte and they sent you the wrong stuff, I would contact them. I'm just saying.
They're really good to deal with.
Well, I don't.
Well, it depends on who they. Yeah, I meant Wise Owl is great to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
But she's
they're
ordering
probably
from a
going through
retailer.
a retailer. Yeah. Kathy LePage, that's what people do with ATCs. They sign them.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me sign them.
Kathleen Hoovis, love the Sundays. I plan dinner around it. Everything has to be cleaned up in time for me to sit, relax, and watch.
Watch the madness.
Mary Sharkey, I like the off edge, not so predictable.
I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. I've had customers, because you guys know I've done female faces, usually really strong female faces, and they're normally off edge, and people, they get upset with me.
Did you post Sam's craft?
I posted it in the group.
You posted just the general big picture, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll send you, because I took a close-up of it. So
I have the close-up. I shared it with
okay.
Sonia. I got to ask Sam if I can just share her by herself.
Oh, okay. Because I like what she did. She didn't go off edge.
She took a very...
but she did quadrants.
Yes.
That makes it look cool, but not... You have to stop and take a look.
It's not symmetrical.
Yeah.
But it's really cool looking.
Yeah, I thought... hers was... I did not expect that from her. I expected that sort of thing from Edward.
Yes.
Because Edward's the artist. Let's see. Chris Schmidt, Sunday nights are like spending time with a bunch of best friends. Yes.
Yes.
Tammy Valoni does the same thing, planning dinner around this live.
I think I better leave that one alone, you guys. I've done a lot of stuff.
Celestine, I don't like what you're saying, but I'm going to say it. Leaving the back blank allows the recipient to make notes on the back. I would rather the artist sign it, but she makes a good point.
She does. We'll see what happens. I have a stamp, so I'll at least stamp it. I may sign it.
Mary Sharkey, yes, you're hugging your marker just like I do.
Do I?
See, now you're going to make her think
I know.
about it.
Now you're going to make me look at it. It's probably because, I will be honest with you guys, and I mean, I'm only 52, but my hands, I think it's because I've been typing 85 words per minute for about, what, 30 years now. And we have a lot of I bet you our barometric pressure is really high right now.
My knee has been giving me trouble.
Yeah,
so
with all the clouds and the rain. And
Yeah.
so I know that I hold my things different when my hands, they don't hurt, they just feel tight, if that makes sense.
And it's funny, I've been typing for 27 years as a journalist, maybe 10 words.
How many fingers?
I use 5.
He uses 5 fingers. This is how my husband types, with these fingers right here.
Yeah. And generally on my left, I only use, my index and my thumb. And on my right, I use index, middle, and thumb.
Yes.
And I'm a hunt and pecker. I have to look at it. I cannot.
No.
So I hate typesetting. That's the worst thing in the world for me.
And see, for me, when I look is when I usually make mistakes. You guys remember, I don't know how many of you guys had typing class. ASDF JKL semicolon. ASDF JKL semicolon.
Okay.
That's all we typed for like the first 2 weeks of typing. ASDF JKL semicolon. And you have to learn every row like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know some of y'all as old as me. Y'all know.
Jody Jeffries says she has to go. See you on Thursday.
Bye, Jody.
And Mary Sharkey said, yeah, she typed for 30 years as well.
I don't know if Jody...
Tammy Valoni, that's how I type. My way or Royce's way? The real way or the...
We won't put any judgment on the ways. They're just different
no, there
ways.
was judgment in the newsroom. Brian Wiedemeyer, great reporter. He's now a school principal. All the good reporters leave being reporters.
They leave. You know what? I wish I would have gotten
Which is why I know I was never a great reporter, because I'm still
metallic
doing
embossing powder. I think I should be able to cheat, you guys.
Cheat. He just laughed at me. He just watched me type the story up,
laughing.
and he goes, "I can't believe you can type like that, and type that fast." He goes, "It doesn't make sense." And then he made fun of me for a week. I want to see Dave type this one up. You do it. Make Belle do it.
I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna behave. I can only use what I have here. I have enough here. I shouldn't have to cheat.
Kathy LePage says,
Ooh.
home keys. Carmen Daumer, I remember shorthand class.
Yes.
I wish I had learned shorthand, because I take notes, and I
Yes.
wish I knew shorthand for that.
You know what? Shorthand is a lot like learning a foreign language, though. When I used it, I knew it very well. But when I stopped using it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, I have no... I mean, maybe if I started, I'd read it.
Okay,
Learn
we have a question, and I don't know how to do this.
Okay.
FE924 on YouTube says, can you do closed captions?
Oh, you know what?
Because you do have it on Facebook.
I have it on Facebook, and you have a setting on yours that you can do closed captions. On your YouTube. They do, baby, not us.
That's what I'm doing. I'm checking mine.
It
It says captions are unavailable.
Oh, I am so sorry. I will figure out the settings for that and I will fix that. I didn't know that you could make them unavailable. That's
I didn't
weird.
know that either. Maybe that's the default.
Maybe that's the default. I'm doing it through the app though. I'll figure it out before we go live again because I try to make sure that we're wholly accessible. I apologize for that. Although, the way I talk, we don't know what the captions will actually say.
Sherry Spade Benhart. In typing class, we were not supposed to look at our hands.
No.
I always looked. My teacher put little pieces of tape over my keys. When she walked away, I wrote the letters on top of the tape.
Somehow, Sherry, I believe you did that too.
Marty Hardy. Rules are made to be broken. Royce cheat.
Because I want to get up and get a metallic. But if I put metallic on one of them, you guys know what's going to happen. I'm going to want to put a metallic on all of them. So we'll just stop.
You have 15 minutes in which
I have
to do it.
15 minutes to do it. It's okay. I won't do it. I'll behave myself. I'll use what I have here. I do have metallics here.
And Tammy types the way I do. So me
there.
and Tammy.
So you and Tammy.
Solidarność, if I may say something in Polish.
You know what I want to do? So I'm going to put those right there. I just use, and you guys see how I'm just using little bits and pieces from my transfers, but I also wanted to do some stenciling. So I like using these little, they're for makeup, but we're going to use them for stencils. And it's so funny because if you look for these for stencils, they cost more. So don't look at them for stencils. Look at them for makeup blending brushes. They're less expensive. But I'll make sure and put that in my store too. And my not my YouTube store, my Amazon store. So I just have a bunch of these stencils, and they're just texture. Like there really aren't anything, but we're gonna add a little bit of texture to this one.
Robert Garrels. I got a C in typing class. My father wanted to know what was wrong with me. I told him I wasn't mechanically inclined. He just looked at me and laughed.
I don't know why. I guess my hands are huge, so I can make it across the keyboard really fast. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. But
Elma McDowell said she failed typing class. I took it. I passed, but because the passing was 30 words a minute. So once I got to 30 words, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
I think most people type about 30 to 35 words per minute.
So
I think that's like generally.
Mary Casey, we had to type the dark gray fox jumped over the fence. Used almost all the letters. I thought it was the lazy brown dog quickly jumped over the fence. Isn't that the one that uses all of them? I
don't know. I forgot that part. I actually have a typing book on display in my living room, if you guys can believe that. Because I love typography and there's tons of typography. So I'm just using IOD ink, you guys, and I want like a really faint kind of a, more like a texture on there. Not necessarily something that's really, excuse me, necessarily really defined, right? It's just going to be another texture kind of behind the scenes. And I could have done this over all of them to begin with, which would also unify them a little bit. So we'll just do that now.
Mary Sharkey started off on a manual typewriter, hated it. I had a manual portable.
I want a manual typewriter, and the killing part is I have a bunch of them, but they're like really old. I need a working one, but I want like an electric one though. I don't want a manual one.
Joan Volkman on YouTube. I'm older than you, and yes, I had a typing class in high school. I don't think they have typing classes anymore.
They have keyboarding, I believe.
I was going to say now it's all keyboards.
Yeah.
So I would assume.
That's
of course, everybody does it with their
too.
thumbs. I cannot text with my thumbs at all.
The kids make fun of me because I text in full sentences. I don't know why that's so funny.
Yeah.
But they also makes fun of me because I watch my TikToks on full volume. I guess I'm just, whatever. Whatever. So you guys see how I'm just playing around? No rhyme or reason. No plan. Just messing around. That's the fun of it. If I create something that I love, I'll figure out how to replicate it, and I may apply it to like a larger home decor projects, but just fun. And I love the idea of being able to use my Geli plate with the tissue paper. It's just another way to add your own personality. I want to darken y'all know I want to grunge these up a little bit, right? So when I'm doing my grunging, I know, babe, I only have a few more minutes. I'm just going to mix.
I'm not that. I like the colors. You're not.
I just saw your posture. Huh?
You're not going the colors back. I like the colors.
No. I'm just going to do something on the edges right now. It won't affect the color.
Candace Clay, I have my great grandma's typewriter. I love it. It's on display.
I have typewriters on display. I want one that I can use because I love the way that typed letters look.
Well, our grandson plunks at the one every now and then.
I know. And I can't go. That one's really old, baby. I don't know if I'd be able to find tape for that one.
Mary Sharkey, thought I died and went to heaven. When I got to high school, they had electric typewriters.
Oh, yes.
I didn't use my first electric until college.
I used my first one in high school, but it was we started off on standard though, and then we moved to electric. I think our teacher did that by design though.
Probably.
I don't think we had to, because I graduated in '88, so I think Miss Williams just wanted us to know how good we had it.
On YouTube, Lunchbox Lady, when I was younger, I could type 78 words per minute.
Yeah.
Nope.
And the kids, so I guess the rules have changed, you guys. Apparently, we're not supposed to use double spaces anymore. And there's another one. Oh, I use ellipses a lot. And I see memes about it. Like when old people use ... it means to pause. That's what the meme said. I was like, I beg your pardon.
Ellipses. Yes.
Yes, I know. That's what the young kids say. When old people use that, it's supposed to mean pause. Did you know that? I know we know.
Well, now, the way I use it is I'm taking a piece out of a quote and then using another piece of the quote. I'm just not using the middle, generally because the middle's redundant.
Yes. But
because
also because if someone,
So that's where I use an ellipses. But yes, if you're going for how do I hear this?
Yes.
Ellipses means pause.
I know. But apparently the young folks don't use it at all.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying to you, baby. I know you understand. See, it's not, you can still see the colors, huh? I'm just putting a little bit of grunge around the edges.
Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis. See, I knew I had it all messed up. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. That's every letter.
Oh, so she said a fox, you said a dog.
I knew it was in there. And I knew lazy was in there because you got to get a Z.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen Dahmer, I re-ink my old typewriter ribbons. They work. Barbara Garrels, I have a 1960s Royal typewriter in the origami carrying case. Still works beautifully. Found 4 ribbons on Amazon. Candace Clay, LOL, I ellipses all the time.
Me too. I'm just telling you what the young folks are saying about us. I'm not saying it. I'm saying it.
Yeah, they laugh at me because I'm literally on my phone or a tablet. I'm literally one finger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not 5.
I don't know.
It's one finger.
I'm going to have to look and see. I'm not sure how I do mine.
And it's not my thumb. I cannot text with a thumb.
Y'all see how I keep going? I need to stop, huh? Say, Royce, don't add any more. Just stop.
All right, I'm going to comic book you now.
You're going to comic book me?
There is a show that's going to be coming on Netflix this coming month because tomorrow is the 1st.
Mm-hmm. Can you guys believe it's August?
Yeah, so it's coming in August. It's called Sandman. And it's about the Lord of Dreams.
Oh, yeah, I was actually looking forward to that one.
So it's a great comic. I recommend it. You can find the collected editions in any bookstore on Amazon. Don't buy the originals. They're very expensive now. I wish I had kept them. Of course, I sold them.
That's how it always goes.
But the covers for the original comic books were almost always collages.
And really?
If you looked at the covers and looked at these, what do you call them, these TCPs, TPCs?
Art trading cards, ATCs.
ATCs. If you look at your ATCs and look at the covers, the original covers for the Sandman comic book, you would say, okay, I see great similarities.
Really?
Yes. So much the covers were so impressive, they collected a book of the covers.
Are you saying my ATCs are impressive?
They really are. I'm looking at them and I like them.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Kathy LePage, I have my Sandman comic book. So, Kathy, remind me, or tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm trying to think of the artist. It's not Mike Drinenberg. It's, I can't think of the artist who did those.
I broke my rules. I should have heat set this ink. So if you guys do use the ink, make sure that you heat set it before you try to seal it so it doesn't smear everywhere. And I did not do that, and I didn't seal it first. So my transfer will still transfer, but it's just going to take a little bit more effort than I'm used to. Sorry. You can go ahead, babe.
Oh, what is the name of that artist? He did the art for Arkham Asylum, did all the art on that book.
Arkham Asylum. Are you saying I'm crazy, baby?
Well, no, it was a book. It's not my favorite book. It's not my favorite Batman book. It's not as bad as Killing Joke, but it's not that great. It's very not absurdist. It's a weird comic by design. Arkham Asylum. Kathy LePage is having trouble with it too. I don't want to sign off of one of my pages to go look for it.
No, it's okay. And this is just this 5. The next series that I do is going to be completely different. But you guys see how fun that's going to be?
No, Neil Gaiman is the writer and creator of Sandman. No, I'm thinking the artist just who did the covers.
So I have 2 more series to make. So you guys help me get like halfway through my project. And I want to note that I put these like different orientations as well, so that when I put them, next to each other, I didn't want them to look like the same. I just want them to look like they belong together. So putting them at different orientations also helped me with that. Sorry, but I'm going to cut you off.
Joan Volkman, my favorite card that you made is the Love Butterfly, which is your favorite.
I do. This is my favorite. How did you know? And so now I have to wait because I have a transfer on here, so I can't apply heat. And this ink will set with time. I'm just going to have to wait. I can't mess with it. So I guess it's going to keep me from keep on messing with it, because I probably would keep messing given the opportunity. Obviously, you guys know I do not know how to stop, especially on these, because there's like no expectation of what they're gonna look like when I'm done. So I just see opportunities to play, and it can kind of repeat too, to repeat elements from card to card, just to make them go together.
Artist is, yes, I just looked it up. Thank you, Kathy LePage. Dave McKean. So I'll show you some of his art when we go off air.
Okay.
And honestly, tell me if I'm wrong, Kathy. I'm looking at that Love Butterfly, and it just screams Sandman comic to me.
And the crazy thing about the Love Butterfly, right? The background wasn't planned because it was just part of the whole thing, right? The transfer of this stencil, I mean, like, none of it's planned. You just keep on layering until you get to a place where you like it, and then you just stop, and then that's it. So I don't know. I hope you guys will play with these. Honestly, I want to see some You know what would be so much fun?
What?
If we did some ATCs and we traded them, like we sent them to each other.
Sure.
Would you guys like to do that? You guys should let me know. Like, how many of you guys would be interested in doing that?
And it doesn't have to be the cards like you're using. It can be...
Well, they're supposed to be 3x5 cards.
Right, they're supposed to be like baseball cards.
Oh, okay. Some people just start, because I want to say playing cards are the perfect size.
Yeah, that works
too. So you can like get a deck of playing cards and just kind of scuff them up, because a lot of times they're shiny, and prime them, and then you can do all the fun stuff over the top.
I've got a stack of baseball cards in my office that you're welcome to have and play with on that.
I think I'm done, which is good because time's up. And that's another thing too, is I would put yourself on a timer.
Oh, Kathleen Hoover says though you have to sign them.
Okay. I will sign them. Sometimes putting yourself on a timer is helpful because then you just have to make. Like you don't have time to overthink or you just have to get it done. Like this one doesn't feel finished to me, but I might just leave it.
All right, we have a couple of questions before you sign off.
Yes.
Well, Kathleen Hoovis never thought to outline the transfer. She loved that you did that. Holly Murphy, do you ever use Wink or Stella pens?
No.
Andrea, will you put a gloss finish on a few of them?
I will seal them, but it won't be glossy, Drea. I don't like glossy. Everything that I make is generally matte.
So
that's just me.
Those are my questions.
Okay. Do we have any more questions tonight? I know we just like legitimately just played tonight. You guys can see my table. It's a hotter mess than usual. But I think it's fun. Oh,
yes. We have a bunch of people that say yes, would love to trade.
So we'll have to figure out. I will talk to Lexi because I know she's done it before. Because I want to figure out the logistics of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to do it. It'll probably be a couple of weeks before we talk about it. But if we don't talk about it in a couple of weeks, I want you guys to remind me, okay?
Now I can tell you at comic book conventions.
Sorry, tell me to stop.
These types of things extremely popular. So they generally call them coaster sized. But a lot of artists will do something on this because they could do it quickly, fast, and they can give it away or sell it relatively cheap to people rather than, because you know what I pay for a sketch. I pay $150, $200. And you pay more to the artist, but that's because we support artists.
Yes.
But the average person going to a convention, they may only have $30 in their pocket.
Yeah. So
these are really popular there as well. So it's not just trading cards like we think, baseball cards, or our Canadian friends, hockey cards. Artists are doing it as well.
Well, that's what these are, art trading cards.
No, I understand, but they do different. They're drawing.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
They're drawing them, whereas this group, will be
doing whatever.
Yeah, they'll be bringing in different art elements to
I'm going to challenge myself. I woke up this morning with a challenge for myself. I am going to sketch a face every day. Like, I feel like I need to take time to invest in my art, and I haven't. And a lot of people, if I were an artist, this would irritate me so much. A lot of people will look at an artist's work and say, "Oh my gosh, it must be so lucky to be able to draw like that." But they don't understand. Like, even the most talented artists, if they spend hours and hours on their craft, and a lot of repetition, tons of repetition, and that's how they learn. That's how they learn the basics and the premises of, like, and usually the thing that I know, one of the things that I'm the most sensitive to is proportion. I think most of the artists that I love have a really good handle on proportion. That's something that me personally, but there's different things. And so, and then after that, they have to spend time like finding their voice, which is like a whole nother thing, because you spend the first probably half of your career copying other artists in order to learn all the things. Right. A lot of people do. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna just get me a sketchbook and just sketch a face every day for the next, just at least 30 days. Y'all help me. I see artists and they'll post their warm-up doodles, because I follow a ton of artists, and their warm-up doodles are, I'm sitting there going, I would have paid $200 for your warm-up doodle. I like the doodles. And and their other stuff is just phenomenal. But okay, so we have one last thing before you sign off. If trading, they really need to be the correct size, because there are books and such that they go in. Yes, and so it's 3 by 5. If we do it, you guys, because I believe that's the only rule. It's just the size of the card, right? If we do it, I want to figure out the logistics, because I want us to really be able to do it in a way that is like meaningful and practical for everybody. So that's what I mean. I don't mean like I don't have expectations for the cards. I just want to make sure that whatever process we set up to trade is fair, meaningful, equitable, and sustainable for everyone. I don't want everyone making 100 cards. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So like because there's such a large group of us, we're gonna have to figure out so the logistics of it. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Memory Williams, yes to trading cards. Try outlining the torn edges and the random edges of your Geli print to create new textures.
Ooh.
ATCs are so much fun, it makes you try new techniques and materials.
It does.
And Celestine Todd, I challenge you, let's post a face a day.
Okay.
Kathy Hess, I thought they were 2x3, but it is baseball card size.
2x3, 3x2. I mean,
I don't know what a baseball card is. I mean, what is that? Maybe that is 2x3.
Yeah, that's
that
what
might
I
be
said.
2x3.
Yeah.
You said 3x5.
Oh, did I? I will look it up.
It might be 2x3 because that's baseball card size.
You're probably right, Kathy. I will look it up though. I'll look it up and make sure.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Before we do it, because I think that's the only rule. Other than that, like you can use whatever medium you want.
Right.
And y'all know y'all done bought our supplies that y'all haven't used. So you can pull them out and play with them.
Scraps.
Yes.
Whatever you haven't used. Like I say, I've got a ton of baseball cards. I will be happy to bring them to the retreat. That if anybody wants them, that just take them. And there you go. Now you don't have to invest in stuff to do them on. If that's what you guys would like.
What if you mess around and give somebody a $500 baseball card?
I might. They're all from this year. They're not.
Oh.
And I'm pulling the White Sox out, so you know.
You guys heard that, right? He's pulling out the White Sox.
Yeah, you don't get to Geli pen over the White Sox or whatever it's called.
I wish, you know what I think my problem is my Geli pen is a super fine tip and the black ones are a bigger tip. I think I like the thicker line better than the thinner line. Anyways, that's it, you guys, for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my madness. Do we have any more questions? If you guys, I know that I did not make an event this week. I apologize. Our life is a little hectic, but if you want to make sure and get alerts for when we're going to be live, you guys can text.
In theory.
I texted it tonight.
Yeah, literally right before.
I know, but somebody said they got it.
They did.
And if they got their alert from Facebook, it would literally be the same.
It reminded them. They said that got the alert number.
But you can text hello to 928-563-4641. That's 928-563-4641. That way you can get text alerts. And I also send announcements on there. Not a ton. I'm not going to it's not crazy. But I do use it to communicate with you guys because social media is not always the best way, right, to communicate. For those of you who are on a part of the Roycycled Insider, you guys got a sneak peek of the designs. And I was able to text everyone to look for those when we sent that out. So it's just a way for me to be able to touch with people and have conversations is all. But these look pretty cool on the screen.
And on YouTube, subscribe.
Yes.
Like, hit the alert, hit the bell.
If you hit the little bell, you guys will get an alert when we upload a new video on YouTube. We try to upload like once a week. That's always my goal. Y'all hear me? That's always my goal. We usually get them once a week. We get a new video. Sometimes on Saturday, sometimes on Wednesday. It just depends. But once a week. And again, those videos are much more concise. And unless it's a vlog, like we did our trip to Tucson, and we'll be uploading the vlog for our trip to Wilcox. So you guys can kind of come along with us on our trips too, and kind of see what madness my husband is up to. Not me. I'm the sane one of the two of us.
All right.
Okay. You guys have a good night. You guys have a blessed week. We'll probably be live later on this week as the ladies all get here. We'll pop on and say hello, and I'll try to schedule something, but we'll see what happens.
Thursday night, definitely at the Mixer.
David is like... So
everybody can say hi.
Okay. So definitely Thursday night at the Mixer, we'll pop on to say hi. I don't know what time yet, but I'll let you guys know. You guys, seriously, and I am not BSing y'all. Y'all can do everything that you guys saw me do today. And you don't have to have any special training or nothing like that. You can do this. You can do it today.